Amazing. Now let's just start from the top, more precision, before we get into the questions. What have you done? Why this constitutional court? What is it about? This constitutional court challenge, rather.
Oh, thank you. I'm pleased to say we have just paid the filing fees a few moments ago. So it's now a case before the Constitutional Court of Zimbabwe. The crux of the matter is that we are challenging the resolution that was made by ZANU-PF on the 18th of October 2025 in Mutare. We are saying the resolution is a violation of the oath of office that the president took, which was to respect the Constitution of Zimbabwe, to uphold the Constitution of Zimbabwe, to obey the Constitution of Zimbabwe, and to defend it. So when the president of a political party makes a resolution to destroy the People's Charter, when he is actually the president of Zimbabwe, who should be the first person to stand up and say, we cannot disregard the supremacy of the Constitution, because all arms of government are subject to the supremacy of the Constitution of Zimbabwe. So this constitutional court case is about challenging that resolution, number one, and saying the conduct of the president is unconstitutional. Number two, is saying the president has failed to fulfill a constitutional obligation. The obligation being that he should respect the political rights of the people of Zimbabwe under Section 67 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe. The right being the people of Zimbabwe have got the right to free, fair, and regular elections. Regular elections meaning every 5 years. So by unconstitutionally seeking to extend this term to 2030, is acting out of years the Constitution of Zimbabwe.
Now, I want us to first go step by step in terms of the cause of action that you have. And on this cause of action of your application, I mean, cause of action just basically means the reason why you are looking to have this. You say the president of Zimbabwe and his party have just endorsed a resolution to extend his term in office from 2028 to 2030 in violation of the constitutional term limits.
Yes.
This extension means that there will be no elections in 2028, violating several clauses of the Constitution, mainly the political rights of the applicant, citizens, and political parties to vote for president and parliamentarians in regular elections.
Yes.
Now, how do you come to the conclusion that there will be no elections in 2028?
Okay. It is very clear if you look at the resolution that was made by ZANU-PF. They actually said we're giving a directive to the Minister of Justice and the Speaker of Parliament to do everything possible and between now and October 2026. Now, when you give a directive to the Minister of Justice to do something that is unconstitutional, and the Minister of Justice goes forth and becomes the spokesperson, someone who took an oath of office as a cabinet minister to obey, uphold, and respect the Constitution of Zimbabwe.
But you're not answering my question.
So,
how did you arrive to the conclusion that there will be no elections in 2028?
Very, very well. What was the resolution? The resolution is saying we want to extend the president's term from 2028 to 2030. Power to govern is derived from the people. So how do you extend without elections, without a referendum? So it means they are now acting outside the parameters of legality.
How do you know? How do you know that they are not going to have the referendum? That probably put differently.
If you try to look at it, there are two things that have to happen for the president to go to 2030. Number one, the Constitution is very clear that any amendment to term limits does not benefit the incumbent. And if there is any attempt to change term limits, it has to go to the referendum of the people. If you try to look at those two things, they make it virtually impossible for the president to continue in office. Because one, he cannot benefit from that. Number two, there has to be at least two referendums. Number one, to say, can the president benefit from it? Number two, are the people agreeable to changing the term limits of the president? So those two things, it clearly shows us that the current government is going to turn rogue. No two ways about it.
Aren't you jumping the gun? Because you are now, I mean, pardon me. You are perceiving what ZANU-PF wants to do. Or what government is going to do. What if the government is prepared to run those two referendums?
What you are taking to the Constitutional Court, you are saying that two things that you are saying. Has the president failed to fulfill a constitutional obligation? Number two, is the president's conduct constitutional? These are the two things that we are pushing. Number one, what happened in Mutare is misconduct. The president failed to fulfill a constitutional obligation. How is the president defending the constitution when a resolution is being made to violate the political rights of the people of Zimbabwe, to violate these term limits? Where is the element of defending the constitution? Where is the element of obeying the constitution? Where is the element of upholding the constitution? Where is the element of respecting the constitution?
Are you aware that ZANU-PF is a voluntary private organization?
Very well.
And whose resolutions does not bind you or any other citizen? Are you aware of that?
If you look at our court application, we did not cite ZANU-PF as a respondent because ZANU-PF did not take an oath of office to respect the constitution of Zimbabwe. We took the president of Zimbabwe, who is the president of ZANU-PF. His loyalty first and his respect first is to the, and his obligations are to the people of Zimbabwe and the constitution.
The president himself, pardon me, the president himself has said that he's a constitutionalist and he will step down when his time comes. That's what he has said. If we say, for instance, that the president was there, he listened, but he's not going to follow through that resolution, what would you then say?
I've given you an example to say, when he took the oath of office according to the third schedule, it expects him to do 4 things. Section 324 of the Constitution of Zimbabwe says, all constitutional obligations must be done diligently and without delay. So what are those duties? What are his duties as the president? His duties are to uphold the constitution, respect it, defend it, and obey it. How does he sit in a place where a resolution and a directive is being made to destroy and massacre and mutilate the constitution of Zimbabwe and is passive?
But in all fairness,
he's violating section 324. Constitutional obligations must be diligently observed, faithfully enforced, and he must defend the constitution. He should have stood up like he did the previous year and said, no, I'm a constitutionalist. But we can see that he was being hypocritical because you cannot allow people to sing even in parliament, a chorus saying 2030, something that is unconstitutional. Why not saying this is unconstitutional? Let's respect all arms of government and must respect the supremacy of the constitution of Zimbabwe.
What?
This is our national conscience.
My question is still remains unanswered. What if they want to achieve this extension of 2030 in a constitutional manner?
I've given you the course of action. We're saying already what he has done. He has failed to fulfill the constitutional obligation.
There is a constitutional obligation for the president to respect the rights and express free will of the people.
Yes.
He respected their rights and free will. Did you want him to arrest people for saying 2030?
Mnangagwa tiri toseiwe